welcome. It's Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson and Matt Gay going to kick things off. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Seahawks come out, and they are led by a new quarterback, Sam Darnold. From USC, he's bounced around for his first 7 seasons. This is 5th different franchise as he starts year 8 in the NFL. And Greg, it's year 1 with the Seahawks.
To say last year changed the trajectory of Sam Darnold's career feels a little bit like an understatement, doesn't it, Mike? I mean, the year he had in Minnesota alongside head coach Kevin O'Connell by far was the best year of his career, and it's a big reason why Seattle paid him what they did to come in, replace Geno Smith as the starting quarterback. So now the question is, years ago under Kyle Shanahan, 1 year under Kevin O'Connell, can he now bring that to Seattle and have that same level of success and take them back to the playoffs? This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage, and it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
The RPO, that one is complete, and they're going to work this down inside the 45. These two moving the chains themselves. A gain of 14 and a first down.
First down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
He'll keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now third down coming up.
33-yard line. That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
We've seen a trend throughout the league, Mike, where teams really like to throw the ball on 3rd and short because of their willingness to go for it on 4th down. Now, in this case, it backfires. You can't take that sack. Even if that ball falls incomplete, keep it 4th and 1. A lot more options on the table from a play caller standpoint.
On 4th down, the veteran Jason Myers for the Seattle field goal. Spotted at the 45. This is a 55-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks will take a 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
Jason 3 points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. Deebo Samuel going to get a chance to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. After that play, we have one of the Commanders who is down. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Daniels starts with a pass. Looking for his tight end there, but led him too far. It's an incompletion. Trying to connect with the veteran Zach Ertz that time. And it'll be 2nd down. The motion man here is McLaurin. On second down, it's Daniels. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He's got the veteran Zach Ertz. 20 yards on that pass play. Good for a Commander's 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
He'll take this forward for about a yard if that's Tyrese Knight in on the tackle.
The 45-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll go play action here with Daniels. Over the middle, he's got McLaurin. 18 yards on the pickup there. 1st down, Washington.
And the Washington 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance. Daniels now on 1st down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
Boye Mafe getting through there to drop him for a loss of 6.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. Able to get loose after the catch for more yardage. That'll be a pickup of 21.
And I think this is going to be a matchup they exploit the rest of the game. They go to it here early to test it. And I think with those results, it's something they should continue to come back to, because I'm not sure the defense has a matchup for that running back.
It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's pretty well read there defensively. Anytime you throw these quick passes to the wide receivers, you're looking to pick your gain up after the catch. So let's give credit to the defense. Rally and tackle in space and keep that to a pretty modest gain.
Here's a design run. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
A lot of times the success of a draw depends on the defensive ends, Mike, rushing the passer. In this case, a great job by the defensive end. He initially reads pass, but then he determines that it's going to be a draw. He quickly adjusts, and he's able to tackle the running back for a loss.
On 3rd down, they'll throw with Daniels. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on downs.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
He was brought down at the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Here's a jet sweep with Cup. And he's going to be brought down up past the 20. A gain there of 11. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
So the challenge of these jet sweeps, Mike, is they happen so fast. Nowadays in these offenses, there's so much pre-snap motion that you don't know if the receiver's just going in regular motion or are they timing it up with the snap to give them the jet sweep. So when you don't get an early read, you see the leverage and the contain of the defense break down, and when these receivers and the way they can run, they get out into space, they are a handful to track down.
The 23-yard line.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, here's Darnold. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. First down, Seattle.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Complete to the former Buckeye, Jackson Smith-Njigba. And he's going to be out of bounds, just shy of midfield. Give him 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes. Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Darnold to the air once more. That's dropped off for Walker. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
To Jackson Smith-Njigba. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Darnold to throw again. Looking Smith-Njigba's way again, and again a catch. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver, and then see what he can do after the catch.
Not much there, maybe a yard.
At the 24-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. A throw behind his man, can't reel it back in. And that'll go down as an incompletion.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and Frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Throwing on third down is Darnold. That is caught. He finds Walker. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. It is a gain of 23 yards, and now they'll have 4 shots at it. It's first and goal.
And this is so much of the skill sets that we're seeing around the league at the running back position. You don't want to have to sub your running back off the field, Mike, when you build what they call these empty or 5-wide sets.
And he barrels his way into the end zone. Kenneth Walker, touchdown Seattle.
Seahawks.
Now remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end, and they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
Jason Myers on to attempt the extra point. He's got it, and the Seahawks are out to a 10-0 lead. So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Seahawks with the early lead. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. On the return, here's Luke McCaffrey. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with first and 10. That'll be taken in by Krosky Merritt. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick first down.
The ability to generate explosive plays is the greatest correlation with the ability to score points. So every defense nowadays is trying to say, cannot let them throw the ball over our head. And what does that do? Get you a little bit more depth in your drops. Makes it a little bit easier for some of these check down pickups.
That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
They'll try again. It's second and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. He'll complete this one. That's Deebo Samuel. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
To the air again is Daniels. He'll try and get there on the ground. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line. A big play there for Washington. 31 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on third down, Mike. You can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
They'll go with a counter on first down. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Linebacker Ernest Jones ends that play.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play. Now, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
It's going to be third. They need one. They'll try to sneak it here. That's going to be pretty close. Looked at first glance that he had it in. He does. First down.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's four-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on third and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
Now Daniels throwing on first and 10. He'll take off again, and he'll give himself up here, but it's a gain of 5 on first down.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll turn and hand this one off. And the Commanders are going to be looking at a first and goal. He's out of bounds at the 3-yard line.
And with that run, it puts them on the doorstep of the end zone. This has been a really impressive series up until this point, Mike. I mean, so much that anything less than a touchdown kind of feels like a letdown.
Off the bootleg. Here's Daniels. This one caught at the 4. And he's in. Ja'Cory Brasky-Merritt. Touchdown, Washington. Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Commanders are on the board. It's 10-7.
Commanders 7.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense will need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. Open man, the tight end, straight down the field. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. A big play for Seattle. 39 yards.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
The most valuable real estate on the field, Mike, that every offense is trying to attack is the middle of the field. So when you have a tight end who's as good as this guy and you can get vertical down the middle, man, that is a nightmare for these defenses to deal with.
Off the bootleg, here's Darnold. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Elijah Arroyo was the intended target. And that will lead to a second down. Throwing, Darnold. Outright Smith and Jigba has it. And it'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. 11 yards for number 11. And a first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
The pressure, too much, and he goes down. The NFL's active leader in sacks, Von Miller. He gets in to drop him. It's a loss of 8.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Darnold to throw. Out wide, it's a screen to Cox. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
When a defense has speed to the ball like this group does, it makes these wide receiver screens really challenging because all those fast linebackers and defensive backs that are chasing the ball carrier, the offensive line are the ones responsible for them, and sometimes that's just a speed mismatch, and they can't get out in front.
He'll get this complete to Walker. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. It's going to bring up fourth down. So they send out Jason Myers for this field goal. This one from 41 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Seahawks will extend their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So Myers back out there, had the field goal a moment ago, now set to kick this one away. To return, it's McCaffrey. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Start on the ground. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Tyrese Knight in on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 33-yard line.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 9. They'll stick with him again. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
3rd and long. From the shotgun on third down, Daniels. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's fourth down.
This exact situation here, Mike, tends to get a lot of conversation around the league. I think I'm going for it. I think here around midfield, you got to maintain possession, see if you can end this drive with some points. I think you got to stay aggressive and keep your offense on the field.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on fourth down. The tight end Ertz in motion. They'll go. Here's Daniels. That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Those simple routes over the middle, Mike. Well, to the quarterback, they're not always so simple. I'll tell you why. There's a lot of bodies in the middle of the field. There's a lot of traffic. Those windows are hard to navigate the ball through safely. So what happens? Well, you saw it there. It's a prime area for throws to be intercepted.
The Seahawks offense ready to take over once more. They'll have a short field looking to build on the lead. To throw on first down is Darnold.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. Get this complete to Horton. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down.
That's good.
So there's a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is Darnold. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 4. To throw again is Darnold. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Corey Horton. Touchdown, Seahawks.
All week we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time, and what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket, let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
Now the point after try from Myers. He's got it. And the Seahawks add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. To return, it's McCaffrey. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there.
At their own 25-yard
The Commanders' offense ready for this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Stop is made by Jaron Reed.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete. He was trying to hook up with Deebo Samuel that time. 3rd down coming up. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. It looks good. He's got his man complete. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. 22 yards, the pickup there. Good for a Commander's 1st down.
At the 49-yard line.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Up the middle they go. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
I just don't love the look of this offense in this game, Mike. I mean, this first half, they've been flat, they've been lethargic. There hasn't been a lot of urgency, and we saw it again on this last play. Simple handoff, no gain, same story.
2nd and 10. Now Daniels has caught. That's Lane. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they crossed midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. Terry McLaurin, the intended target on that one. And it'll lead to a 2nd down. They'll throw with Daniels. He'll get this into the hands of Deebo. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
Timeout Seahawks. That is their 2nd, and they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 4th down and less than a yard.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. Daniels going to keep this himself. And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on downs.
4th down, you want to make sure you give your quarterback the option to keep the ball in his hands, and that's exactly what they decided to do, and the defense was ready. They played assignment football, everyone did their job, and they come up with a huge 4th down stop.
They'll go play action with Darnold. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
Up 2nd and 2.
That quarterback called that play in the huddle. That ball was only going to one guy. He was the first read, the second read, and the check down. And it was called to perfection. They got the perfect look and led to a nice game.
Quick throw here is complete. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
And that first down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
And the Seahawks first down.
First and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
So, halftime straight ahead, and we go down to Scott Hansen, who has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you. Second half drawing near. So good to have you back with us here on EA Sports. First half played out as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Commanders' offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. To begin this third quarter, and he'll only get it to the 26-yard line, setting up second and long.
He was brought down at the 26. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
Off the play fake, here's Daniels. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Boye Mafe gets him for a loss of 7. And now it's third down.
Well, as they face this possible 3-and-out following that second down sack, now if you're the quarterback, you've got to be thinking, get the ball out of my hand, find a matchup I like downfield, and try to push this ball past the sticks and keep this drive alive.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. He'll try to run for it. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up fourth down.
Sometimes it's just a case of taking what the defense gives you. And here's one of those examples. There's nowhere for him to go with the ball. For a minute, it looked like he was going to be able to pick up this first down with his legs. The defense rallies, brings him down short of the first down marker, sets up fourth down.
On fourth down, the Commanders going to send out their veteran Tress Way to punt. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Seahawks offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. To throw is Darnold. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
It almost seemed like the defender was getting the play call sent into his helmet, just like the quarterback, because he knew the play before they even snapped the ball, and that play had no shot.
Darnold. That's caught. It's A.J. Barner, the tight end. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
Got it with Smith and Jigba. It'll be a pickup of 10. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
10 yards. That's good for a Seahawks first down. It's a gain of 10. First down, Seattle.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on third down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
The run up the middle, it's Walker. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Off the bootleg, here's Darnold. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
A gain of 2 brings up third and 9.
From the shotgun, here's Darnold. That's taken in by Horton. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier. And that catch gets him a first down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
Darnold to throw on first down. That one swung out wide to Walker. And he's back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain before stepping out of bounds.
At the 47-yard line. 1 yard gain brings up second and 9.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second and 9. Straight ahead, it's Walker. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
A couple of third down conversions already on this drive. This one tougher. This is third and 10. That is caught. He finds Walker. Second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a first down.
Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
For the longest time, when you threw the ball to the running back, it was a check down, a swing, a screen, kind of short underneath where you relied on guys to run after the catch. But that's not the case anymore. So many of these running backs around the league, Mike, they can run routes, in a lot of cases, almost as good as the wide receivers.
What a run. He brings it to the red zone. Taken down inside the 20-yard line. They get an even 20 on that one. First down, Seattle.
Explosive plays. Teams understand just how valuable they are in regards to the ability to score points. Typically, they come through the air, Mike. In this case, they got it on the ground. Now they find themselves inside the red zone.
And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
Marshawn Lattimore on the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 13-yard line.
2nd and 7. Now this looks like a design run. A pickup of 10, and it's going to set up 1st and goal.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Seahawks first down.
And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. That would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been dominated by the offense.
And he's going to go backwards, taken down at the 6.
A loss of 2.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
On play action, here's Darnold. This one caught at the 4, and he'll take it on in. Cooper, Cup, touchdown, Seattle. Now we'll get a 2-point try here. Darnold has the offense lined up.
The Seahawks
They'll run for it with Walker. And he is not going to get in. Stop on the try for 2. The lead remains right where it is. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. To return, it's McCaffrey. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Commanders' offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Daniels now going to look to throw. The coverage too good downfield. They'll wind up taking him down. Boye Mafe in there for the sack. It is a loss of 6 to begin the drive.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Throwing is Daniels. one into the hands of Moore downfield. And they're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line. A gain there of 23 yards. First down, Washington.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And the struggles continue. He's dropped behind the line again.
So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good second down situation. But now they find themselves in 2nd and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down. The Commanders set to kick this one away. They'll punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Seahawks offense and Sam Darnold heading back on the field. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him, take him down behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. He'll step up and run this.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
3rd down, they need 5. Throwing, Darnold. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
This one fielded out beyond the 25. The Commanders' offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Play action, Daniels. That's complete. John Bates, the tight end. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
46-yard line.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the first down.
On first down, Daniels. Forced out wide. He's going to run it. And he's going to go into the end zone on an electrifying run. Jaden Daniels. Touchdown, Commanders. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. That one is going to hurt the defense. He's looking to throw, can't find anyone, takes off, and Greggy takes it the distance for an exciting touchdown run.
And these are the plays, Mike, that just drive defensive coordinators crazy. You have all of his targets covered up, nowhere to go with the ball, and next thing you know, he gets out of the pocket, takes it all the way with his legs. He's just as dangerous with those feet as he is with his arm.
Makes the score Seahawks 26. Commanders 14.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
28-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Darnold. He's got room past the 35. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. So we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Walker now gets us going here in the fourth quarter. And he's fighting to get free. A lot of work there for a gain of 3.
The 44-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
From the 44-yard line, here's second down and 7. Off the play fake, it's Darnold. Hupp brings it in left side. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he's got it. Good work there to take it to the 47 and set up first down.
Good for a Seahawks first down.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
Off the play fake, here's Darnold. This is man Smith and Jigbo working across the field. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. 25 yards, the pickup there. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Seattle.
Here's a designed run. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
You could see the quarterback, once he got the snap, he was looking for any seam, any daylight. but nothing materialized, and he's fortunate he got back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Darnold to throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money.
And he will get into the end zone. Kenneth Walker, touchdown Seahawks. That his 2nd touchdown tonight. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Myers now to add the PAT. The kick is good. And the Seahawks will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
14.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. To return, it's McCaffrey. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. From the shotgun, it's Daniel. Pass caught. That's Lane. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 2. Operating from the gun, it's Daniel. That's into the hands of Lane. He's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
22 yards.
They get 22 yards there. Good for a Commander's first down.
10 at the 42-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 9. Daniels gonna throw again. There's Ertz. He's got it right side. 15 yards through the air. First down, Washington.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
They'll run it on the inside handoff. And wow, it's hard to get a square shot when he's moving like that. Spinning and turning and picking up 9 yards.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 15-yard line.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he will get into the end zone. Ja'Cory Krusty-Merritt, touchdown Washington. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
The extra point by Gay is good. And the Commanders are able to cut into the deficit.
21.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Seahawks offense and Sam Darnold heading back on the field. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. To throw on 1st down is Darnold. That's dropped off for Walker. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick 1st down.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back. I'm not so sure he would have picked up the 1st down had they connected either way, but still, disappointing outcome to not at least get a handful of positive yards on that last one.
On the handoff, this is Walker. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. It's complete. He's got Cup. They get 18 on that one. 1st down, Seattle.
That's good for a Seahawks 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
Not much happening there. Just a short game.
Frankie Luvu on the stop. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Commanders' 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. They'll go play action with Darnold. The throw on the run is complete. And he'll get about 3 here on 2nd down before he's out of bounds.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Here now, 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. He'll take a shot. Downfield, looking for Cup. And he won't quite make it to the pylon, but he's out of bounds right around the 1-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. It's a gain of 34.
Once he saw the defense, he knew that outbreaking route was going to be there. All he had to do was wait for his guy to get to the spot and drop the ball right in the bucket near the sideline.
And he's into the end zone yet again. Kenneth Walker, touchdown Seahawks. His big night continues. His third touchdown of the game. And making a hat trick, that is his third rushing touchdown of the game. A big reason his team is on top.
And so far, Mike,